Good morning, guys. We'll get started in a few minutes. Might do a test this morning. If anybody's here early, from this point, I want to try to find out what the delay is from you guys hearing me. Just type something in either the into our chat or into the chat into the YouTube. I'm going to count to 3. On 3, type when you hear the number 3. 1, 2, 3. Just want to see what the delay is. Thanks, Tej. And you did that on 3, I assume? All right. So it's about 10-second delay. Thank you, guys. I do something in the Goose room where I let you guys look at the charts and try to figure out the levels that I chose on a chart. So I was thinking about doing some of that this morning for a few names. See how you guys do. But there's a 10-second delay, so there'll be a little bit of radio silence going on. All right, guys, it's 8:31. I'm going to get started here. Let me. We're already recording. We're already rolling, rocking and rolling and rocking. How's that for a morning? So good morning. It's Jason here. I'm one of the pro traders over at TrueTrader.net. Former market maker. Been around the business since the early 90s, guys. Everybody knows me as the Goose. All my friends call me the Goose, so call me whatever you want, though. This is a midweek watch. I do this every Thursday morning, trying to do YouTube live. I'm going to start mixing it up and trying to include some new things. Today I'm going to do it on like 4 or 5 symbols. I'm going to see how it plays out, so I'm going to try to rifle through this a little bit on a little game that I play. So I call it the Goose games, actually, a little knockoff of the Squid Games. Kind of funny. But before I get going, let me jump into our disclaimer here. So TrueTrader North's representatives are not registered as a security broker dealer or investment advisor with the SEC or any state regulatory authorities. We're not licensed nor qualified to provide investment advice. Guys, this is 100% entertainment purposes only. I'm not a licensed broker. This is not a solicitation of any sort. You guys like what you're seeing, guys? Do me a favor, hit the like button. Make sure you guys are leaving comments. Ricky and I both, Ricky does an amazing job. We love the feedback from you guys. So please, leave comments. Let me know what your thoughts are, things that you'd like to see improve, things that you'd like to see more of. And I think both of us are going to react. So in that all being said, let me just jump right into it and bring up the screen share here. And what we have here is the SPY. I'm going to slow down a little bit for a second, and then I'm going to go over the markets briefly. Last week, excuse me one sec. I got to slow down, right, guys? So last week we talked about the 50-day, how it was holding, and I said, be cautiously optimistic, guys. Didn't know whether it was going to come down to here. The 50-day was the main thing that it was holding, and you could see how fast the markets can bounce. I've said this to you guys a number of times. I've talked about opportunity, guys. I can't tell you how much I stress that over the years, that anytime you see these, market pullbacks, why that's huge opportunity for us. And hopefully you guys are taking advantage of that. Just, make sure, some of these bottom fishing stocks that you guys, have looked at, make sure that you're not mixing up, when the market makes a turn, opportunity in those versus strong names. There's names that were really strong prior to, and to me, those are the go-to names. Those names that are strong, not the weak names. Where's the money flow going to go back into? Is going to be those nice, strong names. That the bottom fishing names will eventually trail, but just have that in mind when you're looking. As far as the SPY goes, here we are back on, up on towards highs again, right where, before I had this little drop into the 50-day. I'm not going to guess or predict anything at this point. You know what the market's going to do. This was the main thing, was I wanted to see it hold the 50-day, which so far it has. I think you're bringing confidence back into the markets. I say to you guys every time, I say, listen, I said, I don't look at one candle. I don't look at two candles. I like to see a few candles of it really lining up. And as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you had the market kind of starting to push up. So everything looks good from my standpoint. You know, what I'd like to see is a trend kind of reclaim. As you can see, the 20-day never made it through like before, where it passed through the 50-day. We kind of just been hovering right above it. And you can see this kind of trend. This is what I want to see back in the action. If I pull this chart back on a SPY, you can see these nice pullback, push, nice pullback. That's the kind of trend that I want to see. So hopefully it gets back to that, and maybe what we were talking about just happened. Like we could see these all came to the 50-day, 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 right? So maybe this is what's happening right now, is that trend that we were hoping for, that I talked about weeks back, is happening, where you had a nice push, pull back to the 50-day. Now we're back in line for another push, hopefully. So we'll see what happens here. Qs don't look much different. I'm not going to comment too much on the Qs. But you know, here we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something just for a few symbols, guys. I want you to catch on. I'm going to put out, I'm going to do like 4 or 5 symbols with you guys. And the idea is I want you guys to type in the YouTube chat. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up the symbol. I'm going to give you guys a symbol. And I want you guys to think, and I'm going to tell you what I'm looking for. And I'm going to ask real quickly what you guys think as far as where my level is on the stock. And we'll just see how close you guys can get, okay? So this is kind of something I do in the Goose Room. It's something a little bit different. I'm keeping an eye on the clock. It's only 8:30 right now, so we got plenty of time. There's going to be about a 10-second delay. I will mention a couple things during the slow time, but the first name is going to be Lucid, LCID. So I'm looking for a long on LCID. And let's see what you guys think. Tell me what you guys are thinking about as far as the long goes. This is a stock that's had a nice push, you can see. Pulling back. There's certain levels there that I like. You guys type it into the chat. Take a look at your charts. Let's look at Lucid together, LCID. And I'm only going to do this for a few names, guys, and then we'll see if it catches on. If you guys want me to do this weekly to 5 names or half the names, I'll do it. Philip, 3740s. Anybody else? Good stuff. So going over the stock now that you guys are putting in your answers, 3808. So what I'm looking for right here on Lucid is going to be this quarterly pivot and this 50-day right down here, okay? I know it's a little bit far away, but with the market coming in a little bit pre-market, I'm hoping for a little dip into this quarterly pivot and this 50-day. I have written down on my sheet 3750. So good job, guys, for you guys in that 37 electrician for hire. Philip, good job there, right in that 3740s, right off that 50-day. So that's a good one right there. The next stock we're going to look at is going to be NXPI. And that one also is a long. I'm looking for a long on NXPI. Any thoughts? Symbol NXPI. Stock had a nice day yesterday. Came in, bought, the dip got bought right back up. You can see it had a huge day the day before that. And I'm looking for a long off this if it comes into a certain level. What do you guys think about NXPI? I'm curious how the delay is here. Guys, feel free to type away if you guys are, you know, give some answers in there. Don't be shy. You know, the whole idea of me doing these midweek watches is to help folks, to try to give you an idea of what, you know, what I'm looking at and you know, maybe how to look at the daily a little bit differently than you're used to. Red Rock, that's pretty conservative there, but I see what you're looking at there off that prior monthly. No problem on the delays. So you guys are pretty close on that. That's 221.50, okay? What I'm looking for, 221.50 is right above this quarterly pivot and right at the previous day's low. That's what I'm looking for, right where it got bought up yesterday. So you guys are right on track for you guys are picking that 221.50. Luke, you got it bang on there. Good job. 221.50 is what I have on NXPI. So I'm looking for a long 221.50. Next one's going to be CVS, and I'm looking for a short on CVS. Now, I will tell you, it's crept up to close to my level already, and I'm going to adjust this, and I'm going to give you 2 levels on CVS, but I do want to still keep this first level just in case. So CVS, I'm looking for a short. They came out with, they gave some guidance, but guys, this is a big float name, a billion plus float, and an ATR of 191. I think that this is going to give a nice trade from the short side. What do you guys think is my short on CVS? You guys not answering. You guys like this exercise or are taking too much time? CVS, Charlie, Victor, Sam. I know you guys are probably confused because that one area is a little close, but by the way, I'm looking for a short on CVS. It's already at 95.81 pre-market. Electrician for hire. I feel like you're in my office, electrician. I know electrician for hire, by the way. Who is that? It's somebody I know in the room. Yeah, so you guys are right. I still want to look at that 97 area, guys. That's Rick. Okay, cool. That's what I thought. Okay, cool. I knew it was. I knew you were getting these too easy, Rick. I thought you were in my office for a sec. So good stuff on that, by the way. Philip, 97 and 100 is exactly what I want to look at. 97.10, I think, is what I have written down. But I'll also look at it off that 100 number, that big century mark, okay? If it gets through 97.10, I wouldn't be surprised to see that 100 magnet not pull it up in those 99s. But I think this is going to give it back, okay? So I really like this possibility for a short. 97.10 is what I had written down for a short for you guys that got the number right on. Good job again, Luke. Right on the money. I feel like you're in my office. Okay, let's do a couple. You guys want to do a couple more here? Let's do RTX. Romeo Tango X-Ray. And I'm looking for a short on RTX. Romeo Tango X-Ray, RTX. I know some of you guys are going, That's it, B-Chow. RTX. What are your thoughts, guys? Good job, Tej. You guys are already typing your answers, so I can say good jobs. So what I'm looking for on this is right into this 50-day and this monthly pivot area right here. Okay, you can see how it sold back off when it pushed 88 yesterday. I'm going to go a little bit above yesterday's highs, see if it pushes right into 88 and this 88.30. So I have written down 88 on my short, right off the 50-day and the monthly pivot. So good job on that one, guys. You guys are right on. You guys let's do one more. You guys tell me if you want me to keep going like this. We got time to do it. Do you guys like this exercise, or do you want to? And I could keep going this way, or I could rifle through the last 4 or 5 names. Give me a quick keep going, or let me know what you guys want. I know there's a 10 or 15 second delay. All right, let's keep rolling then. All right, let's let's go for WYNN. WYNN. I have a short on WYNN that I'm looking for here. Winning. Let's look for WYNN, guys. WYNN. I'm looking for a short. Anybody on WYNN? Where would be the short on WYNN? I went a little bit above that, B-Chow. Yep, you guys are right in the right area, by the way. You guys are seeing a little bit conservative on your areas. I get it. I know why. You're looking at that 50-day, but I went up a little bit. I went right up to the 90-30 area, which is a previous high. Okay, the previous day's high. You got a 50-day there, and you got that prior support. If you guys look at my chart for a sec, if I drew a line straight across, see this prior support? Prior support equals new resistance. So I wrote 90-30, which is that previous high. Good job, guys, for you guys that got that one. All right. Now, next one is going to be a long. I'm looking at CDMO, Charlie Dog Michael Oscar, CDMO. This is a funny one. Didn't put a lot of notes on this. Numbers to me were okay. They had a nice candle yesterday, as you guys could see. Where's the long that I'm looking for on this one? This one's going to be interesting to see if you guys get this one. Well, I think you're going to get it because of there's two things that I'm looking for there. But CDMO, Charlie Dog, Michael Oscar. $27.10. Let's see here. What are you guys thinking? $27.05. That's close. All right, so what I have written down, guys, is $26.05. That is the previous day's low. Okay, if you hover just above it, just above that $26 number, and you also, for you guys that don't use it, there's a 126-day moving average. This is a 6-month moving average right here that it kissed yesterday. So that's what I'm looking for. Thanks, Doug. All right, so you guys, I know that was a confusing one, but look at how it made up the gap here. See how it cleared the gap? Got bought right back up yesterday. Let's see if it comes back, tests that level, and we'll see where it goes. So that's $26.05. I got 4 more, guys, we're going to do. We're going to do ACI. We have time. It's only quarter till. We're going to look at ACI together. Apple, Charlie, Ida. And I'm looking for a long on ACI. Talk to me, guys. ACI. So this is a name that came in really heavy yesterday. I'm looking for some follow through possibly today, but there's a nice level that I'm looking at. Yeah, boy, you guys got this one. You guys see that confluence there? Good job, Craig. Good job, Philip. Anybody else typing here? Let's see. You guys are a little bit more aggressive. I know what you're looking at, that prior monthly there. That's not where I'm at. I am more conservative. It's only a couple dollar ATR, but I had a big move yesterday. So let's see if those sellers come back around and knock it down. I'm looking right at this level here, guys. See this 126 day? You got a quarterly pivot, a monthly pivot. I have written down ACI. I have written down 28.10. So 28.10, you guys are right there in that pocket there. Bag fitted, dasher. You guys, good job there. But yep, right in this area here, you can also see prior support. It's a nice level. 6 month. That's a 6 month, Brent. 126-day moving average. Okay. Next name is going to be Beyond Meat. BYND. This one's a little bit funnier one. Let's see what you guys think about this. But I'm looking for a long and beyond. BYND. Tell me what you guys think. This is a name that's kind of curling off the bottom here. I think this name is oversold. I'll be looking for a long on it. I think it's going to push back up into that 80, 85 area pretty near term. So I want to be around on this name. Let's look at Beyond. Tell me what you guys think as far as Beyond goes. You got only two more names after this, guys. So we're almost done. $71. Nope, I'm a little bit lower than that, but pretty close, Dasher. Come on, let's see what you guys got for Beyond. I know you're typing. I know you that delay there. It's a little awkward with the delay for me because I'm waiting, and then it takes 15 seconds for you guys to look at the chart and start typing answers. It's kind of funny. So that I actually thought about that, by the way, and I actually went a little bit above that. I went a little bit more aggressive than you guys talking about that quarterly pivot and that previous day's low. Not yesterday's low, but today's Thursday, so that would be Tuesday's low. So I see the area you're talking about. That's definitely a valid area. I went a little bit more aggressive off the whole number at 70.30, okay? So which is the previous day's low, which is yesterday's low, and the whole number is what I'm looking for. Nothing wrong with starting... Sure, True Trader. I'll run through all the names. But 70.30 is what I'm looking at, okay? I understand that there's nothing wrong with doing a starter at 70 and add at 68. I think the overall, though, I think is going to be a nice one. Beyond. All right, 2 more. I don't know on this one here. This is pretty close. but I still want to put it up there because I want to be around for this clear. You guys could look, if you look at my chart for a sec, I feel like it's Bath and Body Works, symbol is BBWI, boy whiskey Ida, and I'm looking for a long on this. I think it's going to clear this level and push through. So BBWI is a name that I'm definitely looking at. It's a little bit close to my level. I'll give you a hint right away. Anybody on BBWI? I almost left this off my list, by the way, but I'm keeping it on there. Yeah, that would be the level I could see from a couple days ago, right? Isn't that the low from a couple days ago, Philip? Yeah, you guys are looking at that. So Rick, yep, you're in the ballpark where I'm talking about. Red Rocket right on the money. 75.10 is a spot, guys. That's what I'm looking at. That's a 20-day. All right, I'm telling you ahead of time. It is a little bit close, but I think that I've omitted some of these from my list in the past because they were close, and I've gotten frustrated because they've done exactly what I thought. So this is a name that's kind of trending up. It was a real strong name, kind of held, pushed back. It's above the 20-day, closed above the 20-day 2 days in a row. If it comes and kisses it again, I want to be around for this to clear, and I think it can and push up into that 78 area. So I want to be around for that. So my long was at 75.10. Good job, guys, on that one. Last one we're going to look at is Roblox, RBLX. For you guys that have kids, know this name real well. RBLX. How many of you guys have spent Robux? But this is a name, I'm telling you, it has had continual big buying in this name. Had a strong day yesterday, closed up towards highs. I like Roblox for a long somewhere. Let's look at it for a long. Anybody on Roblox? $117.50. Jeez, Philip. I feel like you're in my office. Yeah, if you guys like what I'm doing, don't forget to hit that like button. I feel like I'm a YouTuber. My kids think it's hysterical that I do this YouTube live, by the way. They're like, oh my God, you got a YouTube live. It does have a big ATR, guys. I'll say that, but I think this is still going to be really good at this level. So for you guys not answering on this Roblox, Rick, great job. And Philip, right on the money. 117.50, right at that quarterly pivot. That's also a nice Fibonacci retrace. Probably about 70% or so, I'm going to guess. But really good stuff there. So that's it on my list, guys. Roblox. So let me just make sure. Let me go through the list real quick. Baylor, hang on, Lucy. Oh, okay. I don't need to go through my list. It looks like Raul, you got it all covered. Do you still need me to go through the list, Benito? Everybody got my list good? I'll have it typed up in the room. It'll be in the pro room this morning on the morning report. Any questions about my list? Any questions about it? Good job, by the way. Hopefully you guys like this. This is fun. This is something I do pretty regularly in the Goose Room. So we'll see if there's any questions, and then if there's anything else you guys want me to take a quick glance at as we're approaching 9 o'clock. I try to keep these to 20 minutes or a half hour, but even 20 minutes. So after Beyond roll, it was BBWI long off 75.10 and Roblox a long off 117.50. So hopefully you guys like this. I don't see a lot more response. I'm giving it a second to make sure nobody. I know there's a delay. Any questions? Anything that you guys are looking at that you need me to take a quick peek at this morning? That's awesome, Craig. Welcome aboard. Hopefully you're liking things. I encourage you guys to come check us out. Even come in for a month and see what you think. I think you'll be really impressed with the pros there, the whole team, the whole camaraderie of the team. It's a pretty awesome place, and I'm proud to be part of it. Guys, so when I ask you guys for ideas or something you want me to take a look at, this is something I talk about regularly in the room is put what you want me to look at. Like if you think it's a long, BE, looking at a long off whatever level. What's your thoughts? So don't just type in symbols, because that makes it, you know, I don't even know whether you're thinking about a long or a short. So the first person to do that and actually put what you're thinking about, and I'll put what I'm thinking about. There you go, Red. Thank you. BE long off 24.14. Off the 200 day, you got a quarterly pivot. You got the 126 day. I think I don't love this, to be honest with you. Just being real, Red. I don't love the way this chart kind of looks. Just a complete downtrend. I know you got the 200 day here, and I know it held it back here, as you could see. And it's pretty close to this level. I mean, it's worth watching off 24, but I'm not in love with the trade as far as, you know, the stock's got to get, you can see the volume dying down as well. Stock needs volume for the stock to push, right? So that's just a quick thought on BE. Tej, long NVEI 4511. Yeah, I'm gonna have to only do a few of these guys, but let me look. So NVEI was hit on a, guys remind me who it was. Was it Citron yesterday as a short? Somebody put it as a short yesterday, right? But anyway, I looked at this. I was going to put this on my chart today. I don't have a level on NVEI 4511. If it comes back and tests this level from yesterday, absolutely. I don't think it's going to get down there though, Tej. I really don't. But yeah, I mean, if it does, that's definitely a level of interest. That's 15, 20 bucks down or whatever. I would retrade that. That's a quarterly pivot, an annual pivot, as well as a previous day's low. So NVEI definitely should be worth an eye, Tej, down there. Long on blank thoughts, long crisp. Let me go to crisp real quick. Crisper. Yeah, crisp is just another one of those names. It's just a straight downtrend. I don't see a lot of it's kind of similar. I know some of these. What I want to see, guys, by the way, when I talk about this, you know, I'm looking for you know, stocks that have pushed up and then done a pullback with this market pull, not stocks that have been trending down the whole way. So just have that in mind, okay? So Luke, we're looking at crisp right now, and I don't know what level you're thinking about. I don't love the long here. I mean, you could always risk it off that 74 or 75 area. Thanks, Raul, on that, by the way. It was, yes, a Spruce Point short and a Citron was a long. So I would look at crisper off that 75 area if I was to entertain the long. Blink was on my list the other day, BLNK. So this is more of a chart that I'm looking for, guys. Is stock, you know, big chart like this. Blink, BLNK, it's kind of had its pullback. I had it as a long the other day. I'm trying to look at the level off the $30 number right here. 30.10 was my long. It was in the morning report. As far as right now concerned, I think back at that, it's hard to say on this for 32.5 on Raymond, possibly on Blink, but I think that that would be the level I would look at, 32.50. Just keep it simple. You got the 50-day. I wouldn't go as high as the 50-day. I would look at the previous day's low and that quarterly pivot, 32.50 on Blink. It's hard for me to do because I had it down here at this 30.10 area. And you guys remember that. I was on voice the day that it hit there. I missed the trade myself because I was on voice, whatever. But that was a nice one off 30.10. Let me look what else. PayPal. I'm not going to be able to get to all these guys because it's already 9 o'clock. So I'm going to go through a couple more. So sorry if I missed you guys. Just got to be quicker next week to type them in. Yeah, PayPal's making a nice little turn. Again, same idea what I've been talking about. Stocks are just trending down. Financials have been just really, you know, creamed quite a bit. But PayPal, Raymond, did you just do one long on? I almost want to skip you because I'd give somebody else a shot on this. But this annual pivot and this quarterly is where I'd be looking at PayPal 188 area. Let's see, Don. Hey, Don. Let's see, Visa. Yeah, Visa. Let's see, long at 205. There you go. Thank you. You know what I want. I think that's too close, that 205 area. Oh, it's 200. Hang on a sec. Let me look where you scrolled up. Yeah, Don, I think 205.50 is a little bit too close. And that's that previous low. I think that's too close. I think you got to go down here to this 203 area on Visa. Just my thoughts. It's already at 207.81. I think you got to go down to that 203, which is a monthly pivot and a 20-day. Beach out JMI. I don't really love looking at the little ones with you guys. Long at 1380. What's that? A previous? What'd you do on that one? Beach out just drew a Fibonacci on this, 50% with the 20-day down there. I don't want to comment on JMIA. I don't love the little ones, but if I'll just say a quick glance on this is down at this $13 area where this previous day's low is. That's a quick glance. What else did I miss? Javier, Cat 200 spot 50. Yeah, Cat, this is a nice one, by the way. Cat, what I look for, it's a little bit close, by the way. This is $5 ATR, but watch the action. So what I look at with this, by the way, guys, is when these stocks are so close, I'll still watch the action. This is a good example. You see, you got a quarterly, you got a monthly, and a 50-day right there off this $200 area, and you got the whole number. So even though it's a 5 ATR and it's trading at 202.50, I'll still watch the action on this thing and see if it holds. And sometimes those are the easiest and nice trades. So anyway, I think that's going to be it, guys. It's already 9 o'clock. This is a half hour or so. Hope you guys enjoyed the new format and what I did today. Do me a favor and leave some comments as far as you like that. If you guys like what I'm doing with this, I'll continue to do the goose games on this. You're still getting the ideas, the levels, giving you guys a chance to see what's in my mind, what I'm looking at, different things, letting you guys guess and see if you guys are picking up on that. So leave comments. Let me know if you like it. If you like the format, I'll include that on this. No problem at all. So I appreciate all you guys. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Come check us out over at TrueTrader.net if you're not a member yet. I mean, I know there's a trial there that's a lower price trial if you guys want to just check it out for a few days. But in the meantime, just even for just a month, if you just check it out, I think you'll be really impressed. The feedback we get from people that are new is phenomenal. So we're real happy with that. So anyway, and make sure you guys are tuning in on Sunday for Ricky, what he's doing. I mean, he's amazing. He's doing the YouTube Live now as well. And he's also doing that with Kim Ann Curtin, Method and Mindset on every other Thursday, which is incredible. So, he's really active. Make sure you guys are signed up for alerts. So, when things pop up, you could or when we come on and we're doing something or adding something to the YouTube, you guys get aware of it. All right, guys, I appreciate it very much. Let's have a great day and I wish you all a great trading day. All right. Thank you, guys.